Hello there, Surfing17 once again. This is the first new release in quite some time that I'm going to be covering. It goes by the name of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It's a little bit different to the type of stuff I normally bring. Without further ado, let's begin. This is a PlayStation 4 exclusive. It is also digital only, it seems. So you have to pick it up off the store. Because it's a new game, it's going to take priority on the channel. So it's going to supersede a lot of the playthroughs that are happening at the moment. I'm balancing a lot of plates, folks, but do not worry. I always try to finish the series that I start, that people show an interest in. And it might take a while, but we will get there. And hopefully there's something for everybody. I do hope this game doesn't load too much, because if this is any indication of said loading, pretty beastly. The next generation of loading. That's what these consoles are at the moment. Low frame rates, low resolutions, and long loading. Yeah.
This is Dr. Catherine Collins. I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
So I think the composer's name is Jessica Curry. And I'm very appreciative of her work. Very gifted musician. That was a nice fade. Can I turn the camera? Please tell me I can turn the camera. Oh! That was amazing. I've been waiting for that for so long. And it's not inverted, but that's okay. No games do that. No games have, like... The one thing I wanted The Last of Us to do was the moment you pressed start... I wanted the camera to just pull back from that awesome looking window and Joel stood there and then you moved. I wanted it to be just play, dude. Fucking, play the game. But it wasn't. That was cool. I like that. Okay, invert. Have we got a sensitivity? What? You've got to exit to change your controller stuff? Keep moving, keep looking, explore, investigate, interact. Take nothing for granted, be prepared to act. I don't think there's any sensitivity settings. It's probably to keep the frame rate locked at seemingly decent frame rate. Visually the game looks, it's not high-end PC, but it's still nice. So, you might be wondering... Whoa, for a second there I thought that wheel was hexagonal. It was not. But you might be wondering why I'm playing this. I played a game a couple of years back called Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. That's probably going to play something, so I'll give it a second. And the game itself wasn't anything too special, mechanically. Apparently, as of what everybody thought, compared to an Amnesia game, it wasn't very good in that regard either. But I felt the narrative and the music was beautiful. Really, really roped me in. And it introduced me to the Chinese Room as a developer. And when I heard they were doing a new game, I was really excited for it. So that's why we're covering it, guys.
I'm going to continue to broadcast for as long as I am able. If I'm right, you should be able to pick up the signal right across the valley. The event has left markers. We don't understand it yet, but we're going to keep working to try and understand it.
Okay.
You can use them to find what you're looking for. The answers... they're all here. The answers are in the light.
The answers are in the light. But something to note with this kind of title is... Can you not run? I guess not. The premise is heavily about interacting with the world and storytelling. It's not going to have lots of platforming or lots of combat or lots of puzzle solving. There might be little smidgens of it here and there, but the majority is going to be a slow burning narrative, or that's what I assume it to be.
This is a special announcement by the Emergency Measures Committee.
That trolley don't look too
Due to
great.
exceptional circumstances, radio and television in this area has been brought under the control of the EMC as per the Crisis Preparedness and Action Bill of 1982.
1982?
Keep your radio and television on at all times. Stay indoors and avoid contact with other people.
Wasn't even
Do
born,
not
son.
attempt to telephone outside your local area.
Telephone?
Do not panic and remain civil and calm. Stay tuned to this station for updates.
That lighting's nice. Look at the tree. I like how it gives the tree that little haloed silhouette. Okay. Valis. Interesting. There's a Philip K. Dick's novel by the name of Valis, which pretty much busted my brain when I read it, because it's very confusing. It's classic Dick's, I guess, in that respect. I wonder if that's a little homage to the science fiction metaphysicist himself. Okay. And if we'll be picking up bricks and throwing them at zombies. Valis again. Properties of Valis. Authorized personnel only. Didn't she say that the light was going to lead us? Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. Oh no! We're pad
To do
surfing.
my job. You two will be the only staff on site for this rotation. I'm just saying, if the main gate's power fails, then there's no way in or out of the observatory.
That's why there are backup generators. Jesus, why the hell are we even discussing this?
Just don't you come running to me if you get locked in.
If we get locked in, we won't be able to come running to you, will we? You let us worry about the clever stuff, and you can concentrate on sweeping up leaves and changing light bulbs. Happy?
Ooh.
Now piss off.
Patronising.
Asshole.
I like
That
that.
was unnecessary.
Shit, that's
Just because
cool.
you're angry with me doesn't mean you have to take it out on everyone else.
Kate, can we just talk about
She
this?
sounds American.
Steven, I'm done. I just want to get out of this place, and tonight is our best chance of doing that. You prep the
Englishman,
arrays, I'm heading up
American.
to Tower 6.
West
Okay.
Country man.
I love you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. Come on, let's get started.
That sounds like a troubled relationship, doesn't it? Alright, so the squiggly lines in for events, I guess. So if anybody played The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, you'll have an idea of what kind of game I think this is going to be like. Or if you played Dear Esther, I think it was called. I couldn't get that game. I tried. I had an error when I tried to buy it, so I never ended up playing it, but I did play Amnesia and Machine for Pigs, and maybe that'll be just the one that I... Hang on. Okay. I wonder where this is meant to be set. Jeremy. Big fan of the haunting violin. Look at... I don't know what's happening with the shadow there. That seems to be way too fast. Like, I don't know why it would do that, but it still looks cool. What? It just completely changed. Wow, that was a hitchy frame rate, please. There's no wonder you bloody walk. Chugs if you could run. Haverton Road, 30 mile per hour. Ooh. Let's follow Jeremy. 2 miles per hour. It's like we're on the set of Heartbeat. Road closed.
Well, I suppose from that we can assume that they really are serious about this whole quarantine thing.
Okay.
If Mrs. Boughton wandered off that way before they
They're
closed
walking.
the road,
They
I
just walked
suspect
through
we
me.
might find her.
We were one just then,
This whole
just
thing
like
is
in
over.
Ghost.
More than a little odd. I mean, this is Yorton, for goodness sake. There was no need for them to be so rude.
Well, if they are so concerned that they are willing to close off the roads, I suspect they would argue that there is every need. What is certain is that for the time being, none of us are going anywhere.
But he had a rifle, a soldier with a rifle, in Shropshire. The
Shropshire.
world's gone stark raving mad. I've a good mind to write to my MP.
You do that, Barb, and I'll personally deliver it for you, once this blockade is removed anyway. Come on, Bob. I can't spend all day chasing pensioners around the valley. The surgery won't open itself. I need to grab some parac as well. Fucking headache all of a sudden.
Okay. Shropshire. So for our international viewers that might not know too much about the customs of the country that I live in, it would only really be soldiers or special ranks of police who have anything remotely close to a firearm in this country. So if you were to see a soldier with a rifle, it's pretty big business. So that's your first emergency warning. Drive slowly for deer.
Who's that? Hello?
I didn't realise we had deer.
You need to shut down the optical array. It's using
thought we
the
had, like,
observatory as
Greg's.
a conduit to reach
All
us,
this
and it's
country
slowly
does.
spreading its range beyond the valley. Kate, we can't afford to let it do that. It's getting stronger. I'm going to call Clive back and I'm going to force him to order the strike. I just don't see what other choice we have. God knows
Hello,
if
can you
it'll
hear
work.
me? We need help.
Who are you? Jesus, get off the phone! Get off the phone! It's in the phone! It's in the phone.
He said it's. Welcome to Yorton. Please drive carefully. Can I go through the hippie bag? The hell's that? Let's bike. 1982. That looks really shitty. See, it looks better now. That from there, it looks real shitty. Okay. Another event. So then we do the weird pad thing again.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah,
I've
it
had
is.
Rejections.
You haven't.
Come on. Well, look at the figure. I think you are a brilliant man, Dr.
Oh,
Appleton.
stop.
Listen. I'm here, right? We're together.
Oh, it's a kill.
You and me.
Kilroy thing.
The alignment of
You see that? Patronising, patronising.
Okay. You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers.
It says
You're gonna
knobhead
think
on the
it's
bus
it.
shelter. Tim is
I'm
a
proud
massive
of you.
knobhead.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Steven,
It's actually what bus shelters are like.
look on the bright side. Around
Derek,
here,
you massive dickhead
you're a
wanker.
hero. Prodigal son returns, right? I'm surprised they haven't erected a statue in your honor yet.
Oh, you can laugh.
What
all
about
you
you guys?
want.
I like the
But I'll bet the
streaks.
parish council have a subcommittee working on that right
I'm not
now.
biggest fan of the bubbling up, like physical, corporeal form thing. Doesn't look too cool. This thing I like a lot. I don't know. Considering that there's... Interesting, it changes the time and the day to when it was when it happened, it seems, because the lighting shifts dramatically. That's quite a cool touch. The only thing that these systems really have at the moment is the promise of better visuals and the promise of, you know, better lighting effects. So it seems a bit weak in that regard. We've got the flu. Please try the 7th Whistler. We'll be back in business as soon as we're up and about. George and Helen Gables. Can I? Ooh, it didn't give me the prompt then on the screen to interact. Yeah, that frame rate. Ugh. It's got a... Is it a motion blur that's happening there? I think it's a motion blur as well. Yeah, that's not really how... Yeah, this is not so good. Outside looks a lot better than in here because the first thing you'll notice is you don't see that many bottles in pubs. Ever, really. In the grand scheme of things. We're playing darts. What? 50p? I need to come to this pub. Get sloshed? Well, I can't. I love me some 50p ale. It probably tastes like dog's piss, but curry and a pint. Look at that. £2 curry and a pint. Wednesday pub quiz. Always good. Local fish and chips. Today's special. What does it say that ale is? Finkelstein? Look at that, just big nondescript bottles of gin. Glen something. Okay. Somebody left a Walkman? Yeah. Then again, it's 82, isn't it? Shit, I forgot. 82 maybe. Maybe bottles were all the rave back in 82. Another radio over here. A couple of crappy vans. This is a bit more like it.
I keep looking, but it makes no sense. The area we picked the pattern up from can no longer be located on the scope. That's just not possible. You can see significant changes to the quality of the ambient light in that part of the sky. It's overexposed, like a Polaroid left in direct sunlight.
Okay. A little bit briefer. So one of the biggest problems with something like this is I always feel like I'm going the wrong way or that I'm missing good stuff. Because of course, you know, it's primarily about exploration. Interesting, that car's open. Why would you be open, Mr. Van? Unless you're beckoning me to come and take a look. No, that looks really poor. This will probably be a really beautiful game on PC.
See me as an outsider here as well.
Is that supposed to make me feel any better?
I understand it's difficult. That's all I'm saying. Your lot up at Valis have never mixed with the local community. People here, they don't really understand what you do up there.
Are you trying to get me to come to your church?
It's not just about faith. It's about the community. Be involved. Be seen as part of it. One of them.
Good morning, Father. Lovely day. Oh, hello. Mrs. Appleton, isn't it?
It's Dr. Collins.
Lady scientist. Whatever next.
Good morning, Barbara.
Sheltered minds.
You really think that's a community that will ever see me as one of them? I can live with them staring at me. If they just stay out of my way.
I wonder if that was just a friendly conversation between a priest and parisher, or if it were if he's one of those priests that's likes to dabble. What's this? The stars at night. Looks nice. These shitty cottage looking houses. They aren't cottages because they've got roofs. Well, second floors I should say. Oh, interesting. Quarantine. Cannot go in. Cannot jump either. Maybe. Are they two-dimensional flowers? No, they're modelled. Wow. Imagine that, it took the Rapture to make people's gardens look shit hot. Which, if you're not too sure what the Rapture is, and I know it might sound funny, but I suppose there's probably somebody out there that's not sure what it is.
The magnetic field is causing disruptions to phone signals and the rest of the electrics. There are voices on the line. It's 4 a.m. Maybe everyone is up looking at the light show.
But the Rapture is like a biblical event, like quite the apocalyptic event in some ways, where essentially the people who lived good lives and abided by God's divine law were saved from I suppose you could say the punishment of living, and they ascend, they leave their bodies, and they go to paradise. Whereas the people who perhaps were not so good, or so pious, were left behind. And then there's a whole other part about like Jesus coming back and there's fighting the apocalypse and all this other weird shit. But what is this thing doing? I thought I just came from there. Oh no, it wants me to go all the way through the garden. Okay. Can you make your mind up, please? Shall we now? It's money shot in me. Maybe I have to get... Oh, can I go through the gate? Oh, I can! Okay, are you free now, Mr. Light Thing? No? Okay. Ooh, yellow door, shit banger. Love it. Why does the car have the same symbol, the brand, as the door? Somebody painted our car brand on our door, honey. The bastards. Can't go in. Is that a greenhouse? That is a greenhouse. Couple of recliners. Everybody buys the same brand of paint, you notice that? Is that the dupe? I can't remember the brands of paint. It's been such a long time since I've painted out. Is it Dulux, I think it's called?
Especially now.
But I do love him, Father. I love them both.
He's married. There are other people involved in this.
Oh, I hardly think that anyone's in the position to claim the moral high ground, do you?
Well, I take your point about Stephen. And Robert, but I think Kate might see things differently.
Do you? I mean, she's not screwing anyone else, pardon my French, but she spends all day and night locked up in that observatory. Stephen says they barely see each other. That's hardly a marriage, is it?